Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing really well. So I am super excited for today's video because Cosori have kindly sent me their brand new dual zone air fryer. So I received this air fryer around a week ago now. It's still in its box. I have not had the time to unbox it and see what it even looks like. So we're going to do that together today. But I believe this is a brand new air fryer that they have just launched. So let's get this unboxed and see what it looks like. So I've managed to get this out of the box after wrestling with it. I always struggle to get these out of the boxes, but we've done that now, and this is the outer box for the air fryer. So let's have a look. So it says it's the Cosori dual basket 8.5 litre air fryer. It fits a whole 4-pound chicken. Up to 85% less oil. Customise your cooking functions by adjusting and saving your preferred cook time and temperature. And it's got a tilted touch display. You also do get a 2-year limited warranty for this, which is really good to have. It just gives you a bit of assurance in case anything does happen to your air fryer. So I've just turned the box around, and this bit just shows you different functions that you can use to cook your food. Things such as air fry, reheat, grill, dehydrate, roast, bake, shake and preheat. So anyway, we're going to get this opened up and have a look at the actual air fryer and see what that looks like as well. Okay, so the air fryer is finally out of its box. Now I have just left these sticky labels on because there's just a few tips on the top, so I want to go through them before I peel it off, just so that I know what to do. So I've just brought you in a little bit closer, and here are the tips that I mentioned. So it just shows you how you can switch temperature units, turn the sound on or off, reset all cooking functions, reset a cooking function, or to use one basket only. So they give you those tips at the very beginning so that you know how to use it. So I'm just going to very quickly go through what you get with your air fryer. So the first thing you get is the Cosori little booklet. So in here, there will be an instruction manual and probably some recipes as well. So we have this shortcut sheet, and then we have the user manual. As always, you get this with every appliance that you get. So next up, you do get the crisper plates that go into your basket. These are ceramic, they are super easy to clean. I usually put my Ninja ones in the dishwasher and they come out really, really clean. So yeah, you get one for each basket. Then this air fryer actually comes with these baking racks, which is so handy because, as you all know, I already have the Ninja dual zone air fryer and that didn't come with any extras like this. So these will be really handy because you can just cook more than one thing in each drawer, and you've kind of got shelves to do that. So that's really good. And then they also do include some skewers, which again, super handy to have. I recently made some skewered chicken in my Ninja air fryer. But with this one, you get the skewers included. Now let's take a closer look at the air fryer itself. So here is a close-up of the dual air fryer. And first of all, I just want to say I love these glass doors. When your food is cooking, you can actually see it through the doors, and I just really like that. And then on here, we can see that it's got some sink cook functions and then a sink finish. So I imagine this will also have the sink option like the Ninja does, where you can sync both baskets to cook together. So I have just plugged this in just so you guys can see the actual screen, which is right here. So I'm just going to press the on button, and that's where everything just lights up and you can see all of its functions. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. So I'm going to have to show you from this angle just so that you can actually see the screen. So up here is the temperature, and I can see a little shake option there. So like their other air fryer, I'm guessing that this does give a little alert out when it's time to shake the food. For example, when you're making your chips, halfway through it starts beeping, and that's when you shake your chips. You can adjust the temperature right here if you want to turn it down or turn it up. So over here you've got all the functions. So you've got air fry, roast, reheat, bake, grill, dry. And then down here you do have the preheat option. Again, like the other air fryer, I honestly love that option because you can just heat up the air fryer before your food goes in. Again, we've got another temperature and time function here, one for one basket, one for the other. And then we have got a sync cook and a sync finish option. We've got a little light bulb here, which I'm presuming turns on the lights. Again, there's one on each side for each basket, and then you've got your start and pause button. So as you can see, it's a super straightforward screen and it's got options there for you to choose from. Now for the front here, so as I mentioned, it's got lots of options here. So you've got settings such as onion rings from frozen, French fries, you've got shrimp, bell peppers, hamburger, muffins, and then on this side you've got options where you can cook two things at once. So you can do steak and baked potato, salmon and asparagus, chicken and carrots, toast and bacon. So it's just giving you a few ideas if you need them. Now for the basket itself, let's take a look at the size. So that is a really good size. As you can see, it seems quite wide as well, a little bit wider than my Ninja Dual Zone for sure. I'm just going to pop the ceramic plate in there. So there we go, the ceramic plate is in and this is how it's looking. Honestly, a really good size. I think I could make quite a lot of food in these two baskets. So I have just switched the lights on just to see how well you can actually see through these doors, and to be honest, it's really good. So I would easily be able to see the food cooking through the glass door, which honestly is really handy because it saves you opening and closing the doors and letting out all that hot air, which will obviously slow down the process of the cooking. So this is honestly such a beautiful looking air fryer. I'm super excited to use it. So yeah, we're gonna try this out together. Okay, so that is the air fryer. I've given you a closer look at the functions and what the actual air fryer itself looks like. So I'm actually really excited to try this because I already own a Cosori air fryer. It's not a dual zone, it's just a normal, it's the XXL one. And I absolutely love it. It does such a good job. I've got videos where I use it on my channel. If you haven't seen them, you can go check them out. But Cosori does make good air fryers. So I am super excited to try this one because it's a dual zone. And I mean, if you're not already aware of how handy dual zones are, first thing, they can cook two separate foods in the two baskets. Again, you have the syncing option where you can sync both baskets to cook together and finish together as well. And I just really like the look of this one. So again, super excited to try it out. Okay, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to be cooking in this, but what I do know is I want to try out different things in it. So for this video, I'm literally going to be making multiple different things, trying them out in the air fryer, and then I'll get a good idea of whether this is a good one or not. But I've got a really good feeling that this is going to do amazing, just as expected from Cosori. So yeah, that's what I'll do for this video. I'll just throw in a few different things, try them out, different types of food, and just see how it turns out. So I just want to say a big thank you to Cosori for sending this out to me. You're going to have to wait till the end of this video for my final review of this appliance. So if you are wanting to know how well this did and what I made in it, then keep watching. So the first thing I am trying out are these frozen hot and spicy mini fillets. So I did start by preheating the air fryer, and once that was done preheating, it does just have a little message on the top to say add your food. So I went ahead and added in my mini fillets, and then I'm gonna start baking these. So bear with me, this was my first time using it, so I was a little unsure of what to press, but I just followed the instructions on the back of the packaging. I chose the bake option and I cooked these at 200 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. So once I pressed the start button, the air fryer basket did light up automatically, and this is how clearly you can see your food cooking in there. So after 15 minutes, my mini chicken fillets were completely done. I did check the internal temperature as well, and they were done perfectly. So here they are,
on a plate, and as you can see, they just look amazing. So now let's move on to the next recipe. So this time I'm going to be making homemade chips. So starting off with some potatoes that I have washed. I'm not going to peel them, I'm going to leave the skin on, just cut them into chip shapes, and then I'm actually going to add these to a large bowl. I'm going to add some cold water to it, and I'm just going to soak the chips for around 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to start on some chicken as well because I wanted to use both drawers. So I've got my chicken breast here, and we are going to start by seasoning with a little bit of salt. Then I added some curry powder. Next, I'm going in with some Cajun seasoning. I've got some paprika, and then I decided to add some Greek yogurt to this as well. And you just want to use your hands and coat that chicken really well in all of those flavors. And once it's nicely coated, I'm just going to move back onto the chips. So I did just drain them, and then I'm just going to pop them into a bowl, and I'm just going to use a paper towel to dry off any excess water. And then we are going to season our potatoes as well. So I'm going to spray them with some oil to start off with. And then I had this peri peri salt, so I just added some of this. And now I'm just going to give this a really good toss and shake to make sure all of those potatoes are well coated. So let's get to cooking. So as I mentioned, I'm using both of the air fryer drawers for this one. So one will have the chicken in there, one will have the chips in there. So first I'm going to pop the chicken in, and then I'm going to add my chips into this second one. So just pop them straight in. Now for this meal, I did want to use the sync option because I wanted both things to finish cooking at the same time. So for the chicken, the settings were the bake setting at 200 degrees for 20 minutes. And then on the other hand, for the chips, I chose the air fry function at 205 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. And I made sure to press the sync option to make sure that they cook together. And you'll see in a minute when I press the start button, the basket on the left with the chicken in will just say hold, so that's not going to start straight away. Because the chips are in for another 5 minutes, it's going to wait till they are down to 20 minutes, and then both baskets will continue to cook together. So I did come back when there was around 7.5 minutes left on the timer, just to shake up the chips. So you need to make sure that you shake them so they are cooking evenly. And then as for the chicken, I just flipped it over. As you can see, it is cooking really well. And then I just popped the baskets in for the remaining time until it was completely done. And here are both baskets. The chicken and chips are completely done, so it was time to plate up. Now, let me tell you, this meal turned out absolutely delicious. Honestly, the chips were so soft. They were really well done. They were really tasty as well. That peri salt does add some flavour. And then I did just make up a sauce at home with some mayonnaise and hot sauce and added that on the chips as well. So another really good meal. Next up, I'm going to be trying out some salmon. So this is some frozen salmon fillets that I've got, and I wanted to try them out in the air fryer. So I've popped them both into the first basket. And for this, I chose the bake option at 170 degrees for 21 minutes. Because they are frozen, I like to cook them at a little bit of a lower temperature, and they just come out perfect. So we'll be back when it's done. So time is up and our salmon is completely done. It was golden brown and smelled absolutely amazing. I'm just going to give you a closer look now to see how well it actually cooked this fish. Honestly, it was so soft, fully cooked through, and yeah, just cooked absolutely perfectly in this air fryer. So make sure you try out some salmon or any sort of fish in this air fryer because it turns out absolutely amazing. And now we are going to move on to our final recipe. I decided to make a cheese toastie today. So starting off with 2 slices of bread, we are going to generously add some butter to both slices. And when I said generously, I honestly meant it, because this is going to be a very cheesy delicious toasty. So flip over one slice of bread, and I wish I had mozzarella, but I only had cheddar, so that's what we're going to use. I'm going to add a good amount in the middle and then pop the other slice on top. And I just thought at this point it would be so much easier if I added the bread to the air fryer basket rather than doing it at the end, and then I just topped it with some more cheddar. Now you can add more filling if you want to. I just wanted a cheese toasty on this day, so that's what we're going for. And then I finished off with some crushed chilies because why not? So now let's head over to the air fryer. So I chose the bake option for this toasty. I put it on 180 degrees Celsius, and initially I put the timer for 10 minutes, but I actually came back after 7 minutes and my toasty looked completely done. So that's literally all it took, 7 minutes, and you should have something that looks a little like this. Super golden brown, all that cheese had melted, and honestly it was delicious. Is there anything better than a cheese toasty? I don't know. I absolutely love them. I've not had one for a while though, so this was a real treat. And just to show you how well this cooked, honestly, the bread did not fly all over the place in the air fryer. It stayed in place, and this was just absolutely delicious.
So that brings me to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it because I have honestly been loving trying out this new air fryer, and I just want to say it's absolutely brilliant. I cannot fault it at all. As you saw, I did share some of the things that I've made in it so far, and everything turned out absolutely perfect. I just want to mention the actual size of the baskets is really, really good. It's a decent size and you can get so much food in there. So I'll definitely be making more use of this dual zone air fryer as well as all my other ones because of the size. Like I said, I honestly love air fryers or air fryer ovens where I can just get a load of food in there, because I know we're only a family of 4, but sometimes I like to make larger meals to have, say, the next day, things like that. So yeah, I will definitely be using it more. I just want to say a huge thank you to Cosori once again for sending this out to me. Like I said, have loved using it, and it's still in my kitchen, so I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but I will find it a little home. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a like if you did enjoy it, and I will see you all really soon in my next one. Take care, bye.